and next week when you face Triple X for the tag titles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall is tag team action. About to make their way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia at a combined weight of 452 pounds. Mike Sanders and gifted Glen Gilberti. You know, I was talking to America's Most Wanted about their focus because they have that tag title shot next week. I have to wonder about Gilberti and Sanders after what they've just gone through tonight in that locker room that, you're right, has been turned upside down. And their opponents at a combined weight of 460 pounds, they are America's Most Wanted.
You know, Mike, you were talking about Sanders and Gilberti's focus. Sometimes, though, adversity. When you're dealt with adversity, it makes you rise up to where you've never been, and that's where Sanders and Gilberti are going to have to do. These are the two best opponents they have ever faced in the ring in TNA, bar none right now. And speaking of losing focus, how many times have we seen Harrison Storm do it when they've got their eye on the title? We've seen it happen to him against the Hot Shot. We've seen it happen to him against the Church. You know, don't take Gilberti and Sanders lightly is all I'm trying to say.
Right, but I think judging by their answer to that question that I posed to them, I think they realize that. They have fallen victim to that on a number of occasions. They tell me, and you heard it,
yes,
that will not be the case tonight. You know, it's been weeks, maybe months in the making since the tag team championship belts were held up. We had several rounds of a tournament, and we will have the finals of that tag team tournament 1 week from tonight. America's Most Wanted against Triple X. Who knows which two members out of Triple X that Sports Entertainment is going to select? And I wonder who's going to make that selection.
I'll tell you what, Mike, that match has been a long time coming. America's Most Wanted have waited as patiently as they can. Next week, they get the title shot. Oh, great move there by Sanders.
Of course, Triple X is low-key, Elix Skipper, and Christopher Daniels. And in the past, I would say, well, Russo would make the decision as to which two of those three will be involved in that title match, but I don't know if we can take Russo at his word that he's leaving the wrestling business. He's certainly judging by what's going on in that locker room.
He's not making
tonight.
any decisions today, Mike. I can tell you that. It's obvious he is not here, and he's not warned Sports Entertainment Extreme about him not being here because they have just absolutely fallen apart back there.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they exactly have a backup plan as we take another look at Ron the Truth Killings.
Again.
Did you see
You know, both times it was during a tag team match. I don't know if there's any significance to that, but there he is. What's the white?
Almost looks like it's tears coming down from his eye.
Well, who could blame you? I mean, here's the former NWA champion, and we haven't heard from him in a while.
Right, but remember it was the interrogator segment where we, I guess in his mind, he felt that we doubted his allegiance to the NWA.
You know, you are so right, Mike.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, seeing the face paint, I wonder what that message is, and I wonder who he's sending that message to.
I mean, he literally got violently mad, walked off the interview. Did Storm level Gilberti right there, or what?
Super kick was on target. Let's see if America's Most Wanted can follow up the advantage. Smart move. Good, quick tags. Always have the fresh man in the ring, and the legal man is the Wildcat Chris Harris. But he sends Storm in with an elbow. Gilberti to the corner.
Oh, man. That's
Modified
teamwork.
Bulldog drives in face first, and there's one for Sanders, who was sleeping on the apron.
I'll tell you what, buddy, there's nobody that could throw a left like Chris Harris. And the way Storm threw that kick, I was going to say nobody could throw one like Storm. These guys work so well together. But you got in my, oh, there it is. Gilberti just left.
Hit the inverted atomic drop, missed the clothesline, and the Wildcat hits the Thez press and then follows up with repeated lefts to the head of the so-called gifted Glen Gilberti.
You've got to give Gilberti and Sanders credit, though, Mike. They didn't dodge America's Most Wanted. They came out here and thankfully, at least I don't think, Sonny Siaki's not going to come out and pull him out of this one.
Of course, I could look at it as Sports Entertainment Extreme, looking to send Sanders and Gilberti into this match against America's Most Wanted, 1 week away from that tag title match. in an effort, in an attempt to try and soften up the opposition for Triple X.
That's right, here comes the teamwork right here. But Harris doesn't have it.
Double team doesn't work.
Oh, did you see him? I'm telling you what. He just flung Sanders over the ring.
I haven't seen this kind of fire since they had that rivalry with the Disciples.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Harris just elevated Storm. He lifted, he back body dropped his own tag team partner out to the arena floor. They took out both Gilberti and Sanders.
Mike, I'll tell you what.
You hear that?
He said this one's for you today. Obviously, Chris Harris is giving it to Mike Sanders for Mike Sanders physically threatening you last week, Mike. That's the way I saw it.
It's great to see the tradition of the NWA where somebody's watching our backs out here.
I'll tell you what, Harris and Storm are focused, and I don't know if Sanders and Gilberti know it, but they may be wrestling for their very, very lives in TNA at this point. I mean, there is just so much on the line for these guys. Oh.
Double team by America's Most Wanted. Off the drop kick, there's the catapult.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll say this. Sanders is taking everything they can give him.
America's Most Wanted firing on all cylinders tonight. They have it together.
I'll tell you what, though, great kick there by Sanders. Getting Storm, knocking Storm out of the ring.
Desperation move, but in essence, it could turn the tide in this match. Keep an eye on the momentum shift.
You can almost just see the desperation, and now sometimes that can get you at your best. When you've got nothing to lose, Mike. Goal! Great move there by Sanders. A great teamwork with him and Gilberti.
You can't deny it. They put it together. A series of moves, which leads to a Gilberti pin attempt for a 2 count from referee Rudy Charles.
Like I said, what have they got to lose? I mean, Storm and Harris have that title match next week regardless. This is for pride.
But you also know
This
that
is for tradition against Sports Entertainment Stream.
they do not want two things. First off, they don't want a loss to Sanders and Gilberti because of what they represent and who they represent. But on the same hand, they want that positive momentum. They want that winning streak alive.
You're right.
Going into that big title match 1 week from tonight. NWA tag title belts on the line, and here we go.
Oh, man. The
Left hand again.
The look in Chris Harris's face. He just comes out and... Oh!
Up into the lights with that back body drop on Sanders. Harris ducks the closeout. Sanders didn't duck that one. And a left for Gilberti as he decides to get into the battle. Not a smart move. Harris and Storm the double team.
Beautiful move. There it is. Storm's got it. What in the world? Moondog spot.
There's a moondog. There's a moondog in the asylum. What the hell else is new?
What a night. I got to meet him in Missouri a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh, there he is. Wait a minute, referee Rudy Charles is knocked out, Mike. Rudy Charles is knocked out.
Moondog around ringside. Action
Maybe-
back in the ring. Let's
maybe-
keep our eye on this in the ring, but Rudy Charles
There
is
is
knocked
no
out.
referee.
Chris Harris is going to try and turn this if he does. There it is. The sharpshooter. You know, they talked earlier about the influence that Bret Hart had on their careers, and you're seeing the finishing move that Bret Hart made famous. The sharpshooter applied. He's tapping. He's tapped out.
But there's no referee, Mike.
Felix Skipper.
Wait, here's Felix Skipper. No. No, no, not after the total annihilation.
Steel chair
No.
gets laid on Harris. Sanders cover.
No! He fought it out! He fought it out! What is going on here? Maybe Moondog's the new leader of Sports Entertainment Extreme, Mike.
I'm totally lost. Well, so are they.
What is that again? Rudy Charles is back there again.
Bodies all over the ring, bodies all over the asylum. And
James Storm is going to the top, and Skipper again!
Oh, man, come on! We got to get some order out here.
And again, the vision of referee Rudy Charles was totally impaired because Sanders is laying on top of him.
I don't even know that.
Look at this, he's got the chair again.
I don't even know that Harrison Storm knows that Skipper's even in there. Oh, just leveled it. Here is Gilberti, and as they bring the referee over, it's over.
The winners of the match,
wrong.
Gifted, Glen Gilberti and Mike Sanders. Well, not exactly the momentum that America's Most Wanted was looking for as they head into the tag title shot next week. But you certainly have to say that Prime Time Felix Skipper was the difference maker in this match that was totally dominated. Totally dominated by Harrison Storm.
I don't see that as a victory, Mike, one way or another. I mean, in any way, shape, or form for Gilberti and Sanders.